We're going to the Meadowlands. Sanchez, Tebow, here we go. You'll play 50, I'll play 50. Sounds fair? It's like Pee-wee.
Tebow.
Whoa. You even do it when he's a wideout. Wide out on the first play of the game. It's incomplete. I don't know, Mike, what do you think of the route?
Right, hey, listen. You're putting him out here. He plays quarterback. He knows how to run routes. He was sitting in the area. Now, we got to give Mark Sanchez some love today.
Well, except on this
Not
play.
on this now.
Okay, but still, that wasn't an interception.
Well, it was. It was picked up by Brian Scott.
It was upheld.
It was upheld.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that.
This was much better, Mark Sanchez. That to Jeremy Curley. Jets lead at 7-zip. Remember, they only scored. It took them 37 possessions to score in the preseason.
We have spent 2 months talking about how this thing will not work, and Mark Sanchez cannot handle it. He handled it well.
All right, how about the good pump fake here, Marshall Faulk? He finds Stephen Hill, who had a case of the dropsies in the preseason.
Yeah, and what I like is how he got it up and down and then threw it inside away from the defender that was in a trail technique. That was a good throw and catch.
Stephen Hill looks like Randy Moss right there a little bit.
He looked like Michael Irvin.
Ensuing Bills possession, they got a punt.
This is what I like.
Jeremy Curley, take us through it.
Oh, the quickest way to the house is go straight home when your mama call you, baby. You don't have to go around the corner. Just come straight home.
First punt return for a touchdown by the Jets and Santana Moss in 0-2, breaking the longest drought. That good, too?
That's good.
All right. This is not good. Fred Jackson. Remember, he broke his leg last 6 games.
We're praying for you, buddy.
I'll tell y'all right now, that hurt.
Yeah, we're praying for you.
He was actually done for the game, but he was still on the sidelines walking around after this.
Okay, that hurt.
Well, in his stead, you have C.J. Spiller, the third-year back, explosive, Marshall.
Oh, Spiller went nuts. I mean, he's been waiting for this opportunity. Fred Jackson, when Spiller was young, Fred went off, got paid, and it was like, how do we play Spiller? Listen, they're going to have to find a way to play Spiller after today.
169 yards on the ground. Third quarter, Bills trailing by 20. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Who?
Yeah,
you got that.
Well, his initials, I think, are I, N, and T.
If he's from Florida State, he's going to hold it up. If he's from Florida State, he's going to high-step it.
Antonio Cromartie returns at 40 yards. Fitzpatrick led the NFL with 25 INTs a year ago. He had 3 on Sunday.
Right after he got paid.
Right after he got that money.
Okay, well, here's a little comedy. Fitzpatrick finding Scott Chandler. Rex Ryan lost all that weight in the offseason, so he can't take hits like he used to.
Watch Rex. Watch Rex get up and talk to you, though. Watch Rex. Talk to him, Rex.
Just like a defensive player.
You can't hurt me. What's wrong with you? Bring it.
I'm telling you
That's
right
what
now.
Rex said.
He put the linebacker on him and told him blitzing.
That's what Rex said. Rex got up talking to
Next play.
What other head coach in the National Football League is going to get up and talk junk to the play?
He said next time, I guarantee I will remain on my feet. So he did make
good,
it.
don't he?
All right, Bills down 13. After score, we got an onside kick. Who'd he put on the hands team, Mike?
Man, Tebow right there, man. One of the best. Got some great hands.
You put him on there because you could trust him.
Hold on, wait. Is he on the front line or the second line?
Second line.
Right there.
Front line getting hit.
He didn't throw the ball. He did run it 5 times for 11 yards.
His hands, right.
Front line getting hit.
Primetime rolls on. Trey Wingo here with Tim Hasselbeck and Merrill Hodge. So to recap, the Jets were the last team in the summer season to score a touchdown. They only scored 1 with their offense, and it wasn't with the first team led by Mark Sanchez or the second team led by... It was by the third team with Greg McElroy. So, of course, the Jets would naturally score the most points of anybody week 1, right? I mean,
of course.
It made perfect sense.
It was a brilliant setup.
Yeah. Oh, they love each other, Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow. First quarter, there is no score, and Jeremy Curley says, let's change that. Nice play. Jets lead at 7-0. Good day for Sanchez. Tim, not good for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No, not good for Ryan Fitzpatrick at all. Look how late he is on this outbreaking route. If you wait, you're late. Watch Ryan Fitzpatrick here. This is 3 hitches and a big windup, and that's why Darrelle Revis is able to drive on the comeback, and he's there to pick it off.
Yeah, especially don't do that to Darrelle Revis.
Listen,
that's the point.
Look at the separation right there. The ball should be in the chest of Stevie Johnson. It's not, and that's why you see the interception. That wasn't the only problem that Fitzpatrick had. Also, inaccuracies leading to interceptions. Way behind in terms of ball location to David Nelson. The Kyle Wilson's there for the interception. You see here, stepping into it, that ball should be on the left shoulder of David Nelson. Instead, it's on basically behind the right hip, and that's why that ball is picked off. So you got a late interception, you've got inaccuracy leading to an interception, and you've got an awful decision leading to an interception here. And when we look at this, Trey, from the All-22, I don't know what he's looking at. Antonio Cromartie, he just jumps it. You got to see versus too deep. You got to see out in front of the in-breaking route. And then this drives me nuts. You got offensive linemen running to make the tackle. You got Ryan Fitzpatrick walking off the field. Offensive linemen running past the quarterback to make a play. That's bad quarterback play.
48-28 the final. So apparently how to read a defense, not a class offered at Harvard for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, Sanchez connected with rookie Stephen Hill for 2 touchdowns. Stephen Hill just the 5th player in the last 25 seasons to have 2 receiving touchdowns in their NFL debut. That was also in a season opener.
How about the Jets and Steelers?
How about them?
A lot of cash on the sidelines. Troy Polamalu out with a strained calf. Darrelle Revis, of course, didn't make the trip because of the concussion. No James Harrison. Mark Sanchez, he put up 48 against the Bills last week. And, oh, no, Jeremy Curley, 45-yard gain down to the Steeler 21.
You had a couple of receivers now, Curley and Stephen Hill, and all of a sudden you're a little potent on offense.
How about the former Steelers Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah,
Great route.
he's the veteran of that group.
He
He's got
runs
some
great
weapons.
routes.
90-yard drive at 7-3. Jets, second quarter, Big Ben trying to make something happen. They didn't do a whole lot out in Denver last week. Looking for Emmanuel Sanders. They got a lot of weapons, don't they?
First of all, if you have my last name, you got to have game. Let's get that straight.
He's contemplating changing his number to 21.
Any relation?
Something like that.
4 plays later, there's Heath Miller.
Yeah, past 65, you corner, pullback flat, easy touchdown.
I love it when you talk football like that, Bruce.
Steelers up 3 at the break. Third quarter, Roethlisberger looking for Mr. Holdout, Mike Wallace, who's back.
Look at that. Look at this
Shoot it up
scrambling
there.
ability, buying himself more time. The receiver stays alive. They stay active. This was a great play. Got both feet in as well. Marty's begging, no.
Great concentration on the
Look
catch.
at that. Look
Get
at that.
both feet in. This is exceptional.
Remember,
Pay him in.
all scores are reviewed, so we're checking it anyway. Great job there. It's 20-10.
Debo. Whoa.
Here he goes.
Debo. Whoa.
And the Jets cheerleaders on the sideline, they love it, don't they?
He's a team guy. He's a team guy.
That's his only carry of the day, though.
However, the Jets would have to punt. Fourth quarter, Steelers still moving it. Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown.
That was a great play.
Takes a hit by LaRon Landry.
Nice hit, very legal.
That's
With a
a man.
shoulder pad to the chest.
He's a small man in stature, but
3
he's a
plays
man
later,
making
it's
plays.
Roethlisberger again to Heath Miller. Great adjustment by the tight end.
Yeah, I love watching these back shoulder throws. Everybody can do it now, receivers and tight ends.
And now Isaac Redmond. Got to have a good backup running back out there. Don't you keep churning and spinning and get in there.
That's Pittsburgh Steelers football. Second effort. Let's bang it. We're not going to pass it down. Let's just go in there and bang it.
Jets, after the big win week 1 in Pittsburgh, Todd Haley and the offense trying to get things going after the loss Sunday night in Denver. Third quarter, Steelers leading 13-10. Ben does what he does. He avoids the rush. And are you kidding me with this Mike Wallace catch?
Listen,
are you kidding?
Trey, great catch, but we got to realize this happens only because of Ben. He thinks he's picked up. They should be picked up. They got a hat on a hat. They don't do it. Now watch Ben. This is teaching tape. Climbing in the pocket, 2 hands on the football, ripping through contact, and then that's 45 yards in the air to give his receiver a chance to make a play on it. Cannot be done any better than that.
Well, yeah, again, for all this new offense, bottom line, when they need to make a play, Ben run around there and make a play. But boy, did they grind it out in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1, Isaac Redmond for a first down. Later, it's 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger to Heath Miller eventually as he runs away from traffic here.
And quite honestly, this was their best defense.
Yeah.
The Jets could not get on the field.
Yeah. And there's a little holding call that didn't help him because it looked like there might be a possibility there, but
You think?
yeah, just a little bit. But, you never know these days what they're going to call, what they're not going to call.
Pass interference has been very inconsistent.
By the way, great play there as Antonio Brown also hangs on to make the catch. Here's another 3rd down. By the way, on the season, Ben, 19 of 25 on 3rd down, over 250 yards, 3 touchdowns.
That's ridiculous.
He is off the charts good on 3rd down. And then eventually, Isaac, that's a tough run. That's a big, tough run.
Their running game, both backs. You want to get Mendenhall back, a 1-2-3 punch?
Woo! That's what Mike Tom was just saying.
Woo! Look out, baby!
27-10. Okay.
Let's get down to Miami Jets and Dolphins. Darrelle Revis called this a must-win. Tony Sparano back in Miami. Of course, he was 4 years as the Dolphins head coach. Now the OC for the Jets. And well, they couldn't get anything going early on. Who's the punt protector?
Tebow. Whoa!
Oh, you're all singing for him. Now he's got a first down. I see how we go.
That's right.
Okay, front runners. Here we go. We moved the chains. It would set up a Nick Folk field goal. Jets down 10-3. Now, this is just a 4-yard run by Reggie Bush, who had 61 on the day, but he injures his left knee. MRI coming up on Monday.
Man, what a moving. But he's got to keep your legs moving as a back.
You know what? Tim Tebow hasn't thrown a pass yet for the Jets, but on 3rd and 3, Michael Irvin, they try and throw it to him.
Yeah, man, and my bold prediction just went down the tube right there and all of that. I bold predict him to throw 2 touchdowns, and they still. Yeah, right there.
First of all, when you throwing the ball to Tim Tebow, there's something wrong with your offense. Let's get that straight.
It says we're not serious about offense.
All right, 10-10 right now in the third. Ryan Tannehill, Daniel Thomas, but this isn't the big news, not the run, but rather what happens to Darrelle Revis. Non-contact injury on this one. Left knee, MRI coming up on Monday.
That doesn't even look bad, but it just happened.
Well, he didn't leave on crutches, which was good news, but he did have a severe limp heading.
Praying for you, man.
4 plays later, Tannehill to Anthony Fasano. How about this, playmaker?
You know what? When they got Anthony Fasano from the Dallas Cowboys, I always thought he was a pretty good player. Now they're starting to give him some opportunities to prove that he is.
But was it a catch? Watch it.
You see it.
Watch it. Wait, watch it.
Now, right there.
The Jets challenged it, and they said it was a catch.
You got to maintain the ball through the ground.
Lead to the Dolphins touchdown run.
It doesn't move out of your hand.
Fourth quarter, Jets down 4. Mark Sanchez to Jeremy Curley from 7 yards out. How about you're not chanting Sanchez's name, guys?
There's a reason.
Starter. Oh, okay. All right.
I think it's Verano.
Yeah,
he's emotional about this thing.
I told you.
Win this thing for
Can
me.
you pick out which of those guys got fired on that sideline by Miami? Hard to tell. Then Tannehill looking down the field for Devon Best. Uh-oh, that's Revis' replacement. Kyle Wilson gets flagged. Dan Carpenter connected on a 41-yarder to force overtime. Extra session. Carpenter now for the win from 48.
Ray Finkel. Don't do it.
You know, Rex Ryan, who continues to lose weight by the week.
Rex looks good, man.
Yeah, he does.
Rex going to be in some Wranglers in a minute.
His team's got a chance now. It's Sanchez to Santonio Holmes, who had 9 catches for $137.
And makes plays when he really needs to make plays. That's Antonio Holmes, not the biggest guy in the world, but he's a crafty little receiver.
So now the Jets are going to kick the winner on 3rd down. Nick Hogan gets it blocked, however. Joe Philbin, what are you doing? These coaches, why do they always call these timeouts?
He got there from Shanahan, trying to ice this man. He iced himself.
Yeah. So now folk who said, you know what, I've been through this before.
He's gonna make it now.
I had a few years ago where I was with Dallas and up in Buffalo. They iced me. I'll nail it. I'm good. 33. Just another easy day for Sexy Rexy and the Jets, who are now 2-1 as they get ready for the Niners. That's going to be fun.
Game that was not a divisional matchup here in the early games. That man right there, Jim Harbaugh, looking for his team to bounce back after the loss at Minnesota and looking to Colin Kaepernick early and often.
Trying to teach the Jets how to run the Wildcat.
Hey, great added dimension. This kid, Kaepernick, I like him a lot. He's a little long-legged. Kind of tough to see how fast he's running. Is he going to throw the ball also?
Well, that was 17 yards.
Wow.
And looking for Randy Moss. Had a chance to catch that one-handed, albeit.
Well, you don't normally succeed when you throw into triple coverage, even when you're throwing to the great Randy Moss.
The vintage Randy Moss, maybe.
Yeah.
Not now.
Not this version.
Yeah, he had 59 rushing touchdowns at Nevada. Here is an NFL rushing touchdown first for Colin Kaepernick.
Do you think that Coach Harbaugh used this to kind of show Rex Ryan and his Jets how to utilize a running quarterback and your starting quarterback
it's
to show you how to do it?
It's a nice segue into Tim Tebow. That's how you cut somebody into pass protection.
Block, yeah.
Textbook.
Hey, you know what? That's good pass protection. Mark Sanchez could use more of it. He was under duress today.
They are using this kid to pass protect.
He took out Aldon Smith and Ahmad Brooks. Now he's going to pass.
Now he's going to take out his own tight end.
I think Derek Epps wishes he wouldn't have because of that right there. Fumbles, Carlos Rogers would recover, and Derek Epps with an injured knee.
You know what? This is the downside of not going helmet to helmet, that the tacklers and safeties are going low, and you know what? Then it's your need.
It's a catch-22. Go high and get fined, go low and injure someone's career.
Hey, Mark Sanchez didn't get this one off. He was sacked there. Justin Smith recovers that fumble, but the previous 2 games, under 50%, and the same kind of problem was around today.
Look, if you can ground and pound, you can live with a game manager. If you can't ground and pound, your quarterback has to be the reason you win games. And Mark Sanchez threw for 103 yards and an interception today.
There's your pick. Intercepted by Patrick Willis.
But you know what I see? I don't see him having any options to throw to. None of his receivers can get open. Like you said, and not allowing them to have more freedom in the passing game by running the football to open up their receivers. I mean, he's stuck. I mean, what do you expect Sanchez to do?
Now, meanwhile, Alex Smith was very Alex Smith-like today. Wasn't spectacular, but just solid. Finds Delaney Walker 25 yards down to the Jets 11.
Yeah, this San Francisco 49er attack was all about the running game. You see 4th and 1. Frank Gore pops it in. They ran it for 245 yards on 44 carries. That's smash-mouth football.
It is. Niners up at that point, 17-0. Next Jets possession, first down. Sanchez wants Santonio Holmes. Dante Whitner going to come out and break it up at the last minute.
That's a safety right there, too. That's an athletic save. That's a Derek Sharp play right there.
Derek might have picked that one.
I would have intercepted that.
That's true.
My bad.
I knew he was thinking it, so I said it for him.
Deshaun Golston, though, who's having a great year this year.
Sanchez to Santonio Holmes. Holmes goes down, grabbing his knee, loses the football. Carlos Rogers recovers, takes it back 51 yards for the score. It's 24-0. But back to Santonio Holmes. Went down without contact, reaches for the knee, the same kind of play that cost him Darrelle Revis last week.
I mean, this is tough to watch.
And it's like we were saying last week with Darrelle Revis. Whenever it's non-contact and you see a guy go down, sometimes you can speculate and think that it's worse than if a guy got hit.
Initial report is a foot injury.
Oh, okay. Well, it's easy for us to sit here and say, too, you got to secure the football under any circumstances. But
how about a special teams gaff getting in there, too?
Well, I would say this is the complete loss for the Jets at home. They couldn't do anything. Offensively, they were inept. The defense couldn't stop the 49ers ground and pound. The special teams was a liability.
Larry Grant blocked that punt. Kendall Hunter, second-year player, 1-yard touch. The 49ers 34-0. That offense we saw for the Jets in the preseason that struggled was back on the field this afternoon.
They recharged their batteries in Cleveland, in Youngstown this week. Jim Harbaugh did something this week he did last year, and it worked. This team is very disciplined and plays very well in the Eastern time zone on the early kickoffs.
We like to start off in the first half. Mark Sanchez, a lot of people talking about that guy coming in. The Jets 2-2 coming into this game. Matt Schaub, Texans 4-0. Start is the best in franchise history. First quarter, Matt Schaub finds wide open Owen Daniels.
Dan, what we talk about in the pregame? Play action. This is what they do. They get you going with Foster, and then they find big Owen Daniels right down the middle of the field. 7-0.
Well, 2 possessions later, look who's in. It's Tim Tebow.
With the perfect pass.
Hill doesn't catch it, though.
Unbelievable. You know what? You got to help your boy Tebow out. He doesn't have too many of these great passes. That one was near perfect.
Sanchez back in next play, and it's intended for Clyde Gates, but that is incomplete, and Sanchez is getting booed at this point.
Not the first time.
Next Texans possession, Matt Schaub intercepted by Antonio Cromartie.
Cromartie had a great game, man. He shut Andre Johnson down.
All right, now it's the Jets' turn. Sanchez fires, finds Jeff Cumberland over the middle, 27 yards.
Caught that one, Heath.
Yes, he caught that one.
At this point, we have a tied game, 7-7. Look, little Tebow Sanchez love. Isn't that nice?
I am not buying it.
That's going on a T-shirt. 4th and 1. Tim Tebow in punt formation. Guess what's going to happen?
Surprise.
Well, the Texans were ready for it. They had their defense out on the field.
No one's carrying the ball here but me.
Well, Tebow's fired up because it worked. 3 plays later, Mark Sanchez Pass is knocked down, so Tebow gets it done on the drive and Sanchez doesn't.
That's right.
Oh,
J.J. Watt, get used to hearing that name tonight.
I'm editorializing, and here's Arian Foster breaking right, 21 yards down to the Jets' 13. Next play, 1st and 10, and it's Foster again, this time to the left, 13 yards for the touchdown. Texans lead 14-7.
I'm not sure what Kyle Wilson was doing there, buddy.
Well, Foster was taking a little bow. Ensuing Jets possession. Tebow, a little 3-yard gain there, but look, Brian Cushing, he's injured.
Yeah, and Clay Matthews tweeted about this and saying if the NFL wanted to protect players, stop the chop blocks on defenders. I don't know about that. That's a legal block. Kind of tough to take as a defender, though.
He would leave the game and be taken to the locker room. 3 plays later, Antonio Cromartie comes in at wide receiver. This is the point where Terrell Owens sends out the tweet that he's available.
Is it because Antonio Cromartie was playing receiver?
Well, look.
He ran a great route, though. Look, he's open.
Who needs T.O.? He was open, but he doesn't make the catch because it's out of bounds. So you take another look right there.
Nice grab.
Jonathan Joseph is on top of him. So eventually they're forced to punt. Here's the next Jets possession with 29 seconds left. Mark Sanchez is intercepted.
Yeah, but that's a J.J. Watt play. J.J. just tips this ball.
Block someone 33. It's a touchdown. Please, somebody block 29. Have some awareness. Oh, my God.
Tim Tebow says, wow, would that have happened if I was in the game? Let's take another look.
Hiddenly, J.J. Watt took this game over.
I'm telling you.
This kid is a player.
Wade Phillips said he's going to have a bust in Canton. Well, he's well on his way.
It was 17-7 at halftime, by the way.
Here we are in the third quarter. This is Joe McKnight. Remember he was angry that they had considered moving him to corner?
I'm not a DB. I'm a kickoff returner.
DeVere Posey's not a DB either. He's a wide receiver. He got there at the end, but Joe McKnight gets in there, a 100-yard return. That is all of a sudden a 20-14 game, and we now have a game. They went onside. That didn't work. Now we go to the fourth quarter. It's 23-14. Sanchez, Jeremy Curley down the sideline for 26. He got by Jonathan Joseph inside the red zone, and then in comes Tebow. Very next play. No one's carrying the ball here but me. He fights inside the 5 for 13.
A little note. If Tebow's in the game, more than likely he's going to keep the football and try to run it.
Well, now Sanchez is back in the game. This is 3 plays later. This is third down, and Chaz Schillens be Schillens, but nowhere in the corner of the end zone. So Tebow watches from the sideline. Nick Folk gets a 21-yard field goal. It's 23-17. Jets get the ball back again. Sean Green.
Get your pass down.
A little bit of room.
Nice little screen
to
call.
the 35.
Right into the blitz.
First down. No, this is Sanchez again 3 plays later. J.J. Watt.
There he is again.
So brings him down.
Mama, there goes that man.
I've also heard Wyatt for a 5-yard sack.
I've heard it both ways.
Who said that?
8.5 sacks now on the season. Arian Foster stops short there on third down. What do you do? They're going to punt on fourth down. They came out and punted. Now, the drive started with Sanchez. Then it went Tebow, then back to Sanchez on third down to Jeremy Curley for 6 yards to the 30. 3 plays later, now this is again Sanchez, but look out, Bryce McCain, who had the pick earlier.
He didn't get a block on the pick.
Yeah, it's an 8-yard loss. Now, we still have time. This is right before the 2-minute warning. Sanchez in and out of the hands of Jeff Cumberland, and it's picked off by Kareem Jackson. Go down, son. Thank you. 2 picks on the night for Mark Sanchez. Both of them were tipped.
Hey, listen,
that's
it
a catchable
always
football.
Goes back on the quarterback. It's their job to throw through their big trees and the defensive lineman. Tipped or not, those interceptions claimed by the QB.
Final score, 23-17. The Texans remain undefeated, the only team in the American Football Conference that can say that. 5-0, whereas the Jets fall to 2-3. Arian Foster, again, a heavy workload. 29 carries, but he ran for $152. Could be 400 carries this year. That's what Gary Kubiak said. Matt Schaub, decent night as well. 200-some yards and a touchdown, and a conversation with our Kimberly Jones.
And the Jets, Sanchez and Tebow saying, okay, right here, this is where I come in the game for you, and then I look very upset when I come off the sideline. Andrew Luck, not going to be the week he had last week. Second quarter, Jets ball trailing 3-0. Tebow on the sideline. Nope, this would be the Mark Sanchez show, at least for now. Sanchez buying some time, looking for Stephen Hill, who sounds like one of those singer-songwriters of the 70s, right? Stephen Hill. Touchdown for the rookie. Jets lead 7-3. Ensuing Colts possession, 3rd and 4th in their own 26. Luck under pressure, looking for Reggie Wayne, picked off by Antonio Cromartie, who takes it 33 yards. Cromartie Island, everybody! But hang on a second. Personal foul called in the Jets on the return. Aaron Mabin drills Andrew Luck and hits him on the ground, so it gets called back. Darrelle Revis saying, oh, I'm going to show that on a replay at some point soon to everybody. So the Jets don't get a touchdown. They just have to wait to give it to Sean Green. Yes, Sean Green is back, at least for a week. Green had 91 yards rushing in the first half. Jets are up 14-3. Looking very Bills Week 1-esque for the Jets. Colts get the ball back. Somehow, Andrew Luck finds Antonio Cromartie again. He was the best receiver Luck had on the day. And Cromartie takes it all the way to the house once again. And once again, there's a penalty. Cromartie is called for pass interference. Yeah, you can't really grab a guy and then leap over him like that. The drive ends for the Colts with a 50-yard Adam Vinatieri field goal, so it's 14-6. Trust me when I tell you, the Colts' best offense was Jets penalties. Now you're looking for Tebow. Look at Tebow. He throws a pass to a backup linebacker for a 23-yard gain. Nick Ballore catches the ball. First down at the Indianapolis 17. Team Tebow is pumped. Rex Ryan is pumped. He might go eat a snack after the game. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1 from the Indianapolis 8. Tebow in at quarterback. And Tebow gets the first down. The legend of Tebow is growing. Up the middle for 3 yards. Enough. Okay, I'm in now, Tebow. Come on out. Sanchez comes back in next play, 1st and goal from the 5. Sanchez looking for Jason Hill. Everybody the Jets have, the receivers, they're all named Hill. Jason Hill, hopscotch, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, turn around. Tebow and Sanchez do the body high 5. Jets lead 21-6 at halftime. 3rd quarter, Jets ball still leading 21-6, 1st and 10 from their own 33. Joe McKnight, his first carry since he played at USC. He goes 61 yards before Tom Zbikowski takes him down at the 6. It's the longest Jet run in 3 years. Yeah, you'd be tired too if you ran like that. 2 plays later, 2nd and goal from the 4 once again. Sean Green spinning away and into the end zone. Where has Sean Green been since week 1? Look at Green, spins away and gets into the end zone. Vince Scully should call all of Sean Green's plays. What a day for Sean Green. Jets up 28-6. Colts get the ball back. Luck looking for Reggie Wayne, who is wide open for it. Oh, it's out of the end zone. Luck gets hit by Aaron Mabin, so the pass goes askew, but the Jets made Luck look like a rookie all day. Drive ends in a Vinatieri field goal, so the Colts are down 28-9. Colts ball still down 28-9. Andrew Luck looking for some magic, couldn't find it. Jets get the ball back. Sean Green dives into the end zone for a touchdown, his 3rd of the game. 32 carries for 161 yards. Jets win at 35-9. Andrew Luck, better days ahead. Forget it.
All right, let's start off with the Week 7 action, starting off with a big AFC East matchup. Jets, Pats, Tom Brady ready to go. Mark Sanchez coming off a big win against the Colts in Week 6. First quarter, 3rd and 2 from the Patriots 4. They send out Sanchez, but Tebow, look where Tebow is. He's going to get the snap. Fights his way just shy of the goal line. Sean Green later would punch it in for the touchdown, giving the Jets a 7-0 lead. But the Jets, they give it right back.
So when we show you
on the kickoff,
a special teams play, Amber, we only show you this for 1 or 2 reasons. Either it's a big play or a boo-boo. This is a big play.
Yeah, 104 yards. I'd call that a big play. Patriots tie it at 7. Still tied at 7. Brady buys some time, floats it up to the big boy, Rob Gronkowski, 17 yards for the touchdown. Patriots on top, 14-7. We'll see more from Gronkowski later.
A safety guard, a tight end.
That's a big fella right there, too.
Can't.
Little boo-boo here for Sanchez and Green. They can't complete the handoff, so Sanchez just kicks it out.
That was smart.
Smart play.
Smart play.
All right, so the Patriots take the 16-7 lead on the safety. A little discussion.
It wasn't my fault.
What happened?
See what
They're figuring it out.
Whoa.
Fourth play of the drive for the Patriots. Brady drops back, gets sacked. Afterwards, Brady's on the sideline, giving the what for to his
Now that's the leader.
teammates.
You guys get your butt right, or somebody get cut tomorrow.
Somebody better block this
That's what he said. Somebody get released.
That's what you're paid for. Third
Ain't gonna be
quarter,
me.
Patriots up 3. Brady finds Gronkowski for the 2-yard touchdown. Patriots busting it open, 23-13 lead.
It's a hard play to start right there, the big fella.
But it
coming
wouldn't
across
stay that
goal
way.
line.
It wouldn't stay that way in the fourth quarter. 2 possessions later for the Jets. Sanchez hits Sean Green over the middle. Ooh,
I just
look
didn't
out.
understand. This is the defenseless receiver.
What you mean? He has on equipment.
Yeah, but
How's he defenseless?
He
What's
did
the guy
come
supposed
back.
to do? Flag him?
He left, he came back for a play, and then he left
He's a
again.
defenseless receiver.
How's he defenseless?
8 plays later, 2nd and 5 from the Patriots, 7, and
Rex
Sanchez
went nuts.
finds Dustin Keller for the 7-yard touchdown.
gotta give Sanchez and the Jets some credit. The offense came out to play today.
All right, here's the Patriots
You know what?
from their own
The Patriots
11-yard
do
line.
this.
Brady going
come on,
deep for
Cromartie, I need
Gronkowski,
this
but
one.
Antonio Cromartie can't come up with it. It was a close one. Brady and the Patriots go 3 and out. Brady finished with 2 touchdowns, 259 yards. 2:17 left to play. Sanchez has Stephen Hill wide open. He was open.
But I saw some good promise today out of that combination right there.
Yeah, okay, you
So-
talk future, I'm talking now.
Jets settle for a field goal, tying the game at 23, and then Devin McCourty.
One or two reasons. He's a big
Fumbles
player
the
boo-boo.
ball.
This is a boo-boo.
He had the big play, now he has the boo-boo.
Yeah, that was a huge turnover for McCourty. Rex Ryan, though, he likes it. Jets have the ball deep in the Patriots' territory.
Pittsburgh getting better.
Gets up and down a lot better these days. 1:51 left to play. Sanchez drops back, and he is sacked by Dante Hightower.
Gotta throw that away.
Jets get
No,
another
you couldn't. They
field goal.
What?
Stop the clock. Yeah, stop the clock.
So Jets have a
For the
3-point
Patriots. You
lead.
wanna keep the clock
Patriots 1:32 left. Brady finds Rob Gronkowski 15 yards for the game.
That's what we talk about. When I want to hear about elite, I want to hear about the guy that gets me in position to win the game.
45 seconds left. Brady to Danny Woodhead, 20 yards on the pickup, down to the Jets' 32-yard line. 22 seconds left,
Surgery.
1st and 10. Brady looking for Brandon Lloyd, but it is
Come on, Crow.
incomplete.
Play. That's good play.
Brady in the house. Dr. Brady is in the house.
5 seconds later, Stephen Gostkowski
Got it.
sends it through, and so, folks, we are going to overtime.
It's okay because we have a doctor.
In overtime, Patriots get the ball first. 3rd and 8. Brady looking for Aaron Hernandez. Incomplete, but
Back
wait.
ball right there.
Defensive
Oh, he
pass
helped with it.
interference
He
on
helped.
Kyle
He
Wilson.
helped. That was a good call.
Rex a little disappointed with that one. 2 plays later, Brady hits Welker.
Pay that man.
12 yards for the pickup to the
6
Jets.
for 66
34.
today.
They gonna get him paid.
4th and 6 from the Jets. Gostkowski, 48 yards out. Patriots take the 29-26 lead.
That's a new
All right,
rule.
here's the Jets on the 4th play of the drive. 2nd and 12. Sanchez to Jeremy Curley for 17 yards. Curley had 120
That's a heck
yards.
of a throw right
That's the
there.
new
by Sanchez.
overtime rule. Now the Jets do get the ball.
And that's
what happened.
how it ends up. Sanchez is sacked by Rob Ninkovich.
A walk-off sack.
It was reviewed. It's a little different than a walk-off homer, but
walk-off sack.
the Patriots will take it. They now have first place in the AFC East. They win 29-26 in overtime. They head to Cincy to take on the Bengals. Let's check out the AFC East. Dolphins at Miami. Roger Goodell hanging out with a local fifth grader who wanted to use pink flags today in the game.
Good idea.
Great cause.
There's a fifth graders in my school that want to do some things too.
They need to write a letter. They need to write a letter to Goodell.
Bam!
Reggie Bush was doing some big things. 19 yards.
Reggie Bush, though. Wait a minute. This is the guy that we call soft. That pink flag came out. Reggie Bush said, I'm sick of all of that. He just tried to put his hand right in. I like that.
Ryan Tannehill sacked by Calvin Pace, loss of 9 yards. Tannehill was hurt on the play. He did not return. In comes Matt Moore, and in came Tebow 2 Jets possessions later.
He wants to get the other guy. They got to get the other guy. They got to decide on which guy. He's supposed to get most dangerous. What I know about special teams, I don't touch him.
It gets worse for the Jets. Mark Sanchez gets stripped, and it is recovered by the Dolphins.
They should communicate.
He had to take the inside guy.
Thomas scores a touchdown off of that turnover, and Miami leads 20-0 at the half. In the third quarter, look what Joe Namath tweets. He said, no way I would start Tebow in the second half, and Rex Ryan wasn't feeling it either. Sanchez back out there. Pass for Stephen Hill is dropped in the end zone.
You know, the rookie now, he's had some nice games and some big catches, but he's had some drops, too. He's been inconsistent. He's got to catch that.
You can't wait on the ball. Go take the ball.
That was a nice
Matt Moore fitting in very nicely. He
China 7. They call
Anthony
that
Fasano.
China 7. Outside guy in, inside guy, corner route.
2 Jets possessions later, Sanchez intercepted by Chris Clemens at the 1. He returns at 29 yards. Sanchez finished with 283 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Dolphins win 39.
Coming off a bye, and Mark Sanchez reunited with his college coach. Here we go.
No,
he's got one in Russell Wilson, who is perfect at home and has the best quarterback rating at home.
His name is Russell.
How about Golden Tate, Michael, on that one?
Just an incredible job, and this is what he knows how to do. Go up and take the ball and make plays when you didn't think there was a play there to be made. Great job, Golden Tate.
All right, a few possessions later, Wilson makes a play, but it's for the Jets.
Oh, well.
Muhammad Wilkerson, the former first-round pick out of Temple.
You got to know when to say win.
Big man dream.
That's the only Jets touchdown on the day. Oh, and he finishes.
Big fella right there.
That's like a power
Big man's dream.
Now they hit the backboard so hard.
All right, second quarter, Mark Sanchez has the Jets in scoring position. So, Dion, he didn't do much wrong on this third goal, did he?
First of all, you cannot throw the ball this late and expect it not to be picked. He's lucky it wasn't a house call.
Richard Sherman with the INT on that one. Sanchez
Rex.
finished 9 for 22. Oh.
Like Bart's like, man, keep your head up.
Fourth quarter, Sanchez again. Listen, he doesn't have a whole lot of weapons out there, and he also doesn't have any help from the offense. Here he's stripped by Sherman. Jason Jones recovers.
He don't even have a paint gun.
And Pete Carroll is like, well, it wasn't that ugly when I was coaching you at USC. It ain't pretty.
He dialed it up for him.
By the way, Golden Tate became the first wide receiver to catch and to throw a touchdown since Mark Clayton of the Ravens in 2008. That's to Sidney Rice.
He can catch. He make Phillip Rivers look conventional.
So the Jets fall to 3-6, their worst start since 2007. And guess what? After the game, Rex Ryan had to answer questions about Pete Carroll's college quarterback.
And the Rams, Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow. Hey, I didn't say any bad things about you. No, that was unnamed guys. First quarter, no score. Rams opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. Sam Bradford finds a wide open Brandon Gibson for a touchdown. Rams take a 7-0 lead. Brian Schottenheimer says, take that. Second quarter now, Rams ball leading 7-3, 3rd and 10 in their own 17. Bradford looking for Mike McNeil. Instead finds Eric Smith, who nearly takes it in. Jets get the ball at the Rams' 13-yard lines. Jets special teams struggling in the first half. Let's take a look at what this first half was like for the New York Jets. Here they go. After that pick, the field goal is blocked. Luckily for the Jets, it rolls out of bounds. Janoris Jenkins blocks it. Rams have the ball now in their own 13. Jets next possession. Hey, it's Tim Tebow on Ooh. The fake punt to Lex Hilliard loses a yard. Rams have the ball on their own 46. It is all Rams right now. Ensuing possession, they get the ball, the Jets' 31-yard line. Instead, Sam Bradford is stripped by Muhammad Wilkerson. Bart Scott's going to outrun everybody to the end. No, he gets pulled down at the 28-yard line. A huge defensive play. This play really tilted the momentum of the game towards the Jets. Mark Sanchez looking for Chad Schillens, capitalizes on the turnover with a touchdown pass. 25 yards. Jets take a 10-7 lead. The old down, out, and up works every time. Third quarter now. Jets ball leading 13-7. Sanchez looking for Conrad Rulin for 18 yards. Jets get down to the Rams 5. We head to the fourth quarter now. Just 3 plays later, it's Bilal Powell up the middle on 3rd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Great play call by Tony Sperano. The Jets add to their lead. They're up 20-7. Look at Tony Sperano. Yay, we did it! We have 2 touchdowns in one game. Rams ensuing possession, 1st and 10. Darrell Richardson rushes left. LaRon Landry tackles Richardson, creates the fumble. Garrett McIntyre picks it up. Jets have the ball, the Rams 38. 3rd and 6. Again, it's Bilal Powell. The world belongs to Bilal Powell. 11-yard touchdown run. Jets win it by the final of 27-13.
This game was dominated by the Patriots. Brady, 16-4 in his career against the Jets, going up against Mark Sanchez. On the Jets' second possession, Mark Sanchez, his pass intended for Bilal Powell is intercepted by Steve Gregory at the 16. That's the 28th turnover for the New England defense, the most in the AFC, by the way. Second quarter, Patriots driving. Tom Brady buys a little bit of time, runs right, and he finds Wes Welker for the touchdown. Patriots up 7-0. You can pretty much read what Rex Ryan is thinking by looking at his face. Next Jets possession, 4th and 1. Sean Green fumbles. Steve Gregory recovers New England ball at the 17. On the next play, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Brady finds Shane Vereen, outruns the secondary, takes it 83 yards for the touchdown. Nice play, Sean O'Hara.
Yeah, that's a great play. And Bart Scott obviously got lost in coverage there. Not something you expect from your veteran leader on defense.
Yeah, and they pour it on 14-0. 3 plays later, it's a broken play from Mark Sanchez. What just happened?
It seems like they ran into the forklift, not Will Fork, and he took them both down and they jarred the ball from Sanchez.
He ran into his own guy.
What do you
How
do
does that happen?
Yeah, a little bit of a lack.
Your lineman explained it.
Yeah. I don't understand what he was looking at. He must have had his eyes closed. Not only did he run into Brandon Moore, he decleated himself. That's pretty hard to do. He slobber knocker himself.
Self-depletion.
All right, so Patriots up 21-0 at that point. Here's the ensuing kickoff. Joe McKnight hit hard by Devin McCourty. He fumbles. Julian Edelman recovers and takes it in for the touchdown. Rex is just thinking, this isn't our night. This is a rough night. 3 touchdowns in 53 seconds for the Patriots. What do you do in that situation?
I'm shaking my head, too. I just can't believe that they would be that careless with the football.
Look, the fans shaking their heads, too. Ex-Rex in the stands. Next Patriots possession, Brady airs it out for Edelman, a 56-yard touchdown. Patriots up 35-0. 35 points in the second quarter. That ties the franchise records for points in any quarter.
And by the way, they had the ball for just over 2 minutes in that second quarter and scored 35
Pretty good
points.
production.
Third quarter, let's see here. The Jets. All right, guys, let's get something on the board here, right? Wow, Powell for a yard. Listen, they're sniffing the goal line. So now it's Sanchez for Dustin Keller. That's That's no good.
That's a good play by the defense. Give the defense some props on that one.
The third and goal. Sanchez taking it himself. Just shy. If that's Vinny Testaverde's helmet, it's in, by the way. And then Sean Green. That's the way it's gone all year for the Jets and all year for the Patriots, who are pumped up after that goal line stand. They didn't want... excuse me, we are experiencing a lot of turbulence on this flight. Afterward, Belichick and Rex, happy Thanksgiving. 49-19. 49 after they dropped 59 a week ago on the Indianapolis Colts. So the Patriots improved to 8-3 overall. Their 3 losses have been by a combined 4 points.
Cardinals and the Jets, you're about 90 seconds away from seeing Greg McElroy in his debut for the Jets. Why? Well, here's why. First quarter, no score. Jets opening drive. Mark Sanchez gets pressured, looking for Jeremy Curley. Instead, it's picked off by Kerry Rhodes, the ex-Jet. Makes the interception the 28-yard line, though they couldn't make anything come of it. Next Jets possession, Nick Folk looking for a field goal from 46 yards. Hits the upright. No good. Jets next possession, Sanchez looking for Jeff Cumberland. Instead, finds Kerry Rhodes. If Kerry Rhodes is playing wide receiver for the Jets, Sanchez would be having a great day. Second quarter, no score. Sanchez looking for Chaz Schillens. Instead, this is a phenomenal athletic play by Patrick Peterson, though. All right, that's not really on Sanchez as much as that's a great play by Peterson. Watch it again. What a great play over Schillens' back. Sanchez's 3rd interception of the day in the first 20 minutes. Didn't think that was actually possible. Jets next possession, Nick Folk hits the upright again. This is not how you play football. Here's the best play of the first half. Cardinals punting. Rashad Johnson takes the direct snap 40 yards. It would result in a Jay Feely 48-yard field goal. Cardinals lead 3-0 at the half. Third quarter now, Jets ball trailing 3-0. Sanchez looking for Jeremy Curley. Hits William Gay between the numbers. Luckily for Sanchez, the ball popped out. Get ready. Greg McElroy coming. Greg McElroy coming. Jets ball 2 possessions later. Sanchez looking for Curley. Swatted by Ronald Talley. He walks off the field upset. Jets fans not happy, but get ready. Here comes Greg McElroy. Dun, 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 dun. Sanchez talks to McElroy before going in. McElroy gets a standing ovation from Jets fans. Is this 2002 and Pennington taking over for Testaverde? Jets first possession, McElroy. Stephen Hill, 8 yards and a first down. McElroy's first NFL completion. Fans are on their feet. 5 plays later, 3rd and goal from the Cardinals 1. Looks like it's going to be up the middle. Instead, it's play action. McElroy, got to make sure, got a guy wide open, just throw it. Jeff Cumberland, touchdown. Jets take the lead 7-0. Mark Sanchez taking notes. More touchdowns, less interceptions. Got it. Fourth quarter now, Jets leading 7-6 after McElroy gets the ball on his first touchdown. Congratulations, Greg. McElroy looking for Jeremy Curley on a big 3rd and 8. Jets want to kill some clock. Curley, the bobble comes down, makes the catch. You think maybe it came out. Watch it again. Curley, the one-handed grab, brings the ball to his body, keeps the drive alive. 4 plays later, 2nd and 3. Sean Green up the middle, picks up the first down, and then falls down. Uh-oh, fantasy owners who played Sean Green not happy, but that kills the clock for the Jets. The Cardinals have no timeouts. Jets win at 7-6. McElroy's first career win. Quarterback controversy. Jets and the Jaguars. How do the Jets reward Greg McElroy for last week's victory? He's inactive because the Jets wanted to activate an extra running back. Tim Tebow is active and named a game day captain. Mark Sanchez getting the start after being benched against the Cardinals. Let's see. I'm thinking a run-heavy game. Second quarter, no score. Jets 3rd and 5 at their own 42. Mark Sanchez looking for Stephen Hill, incomplete, but in obvious pain. Hill injured on the play. Watch again. The Jets' 2012 second-round pick. His knee just buckles. Derek Cox called for pass interference. Stephen Hill would leave and not return. 3 plays later, Sanchez sacked by Jason Babin and fumbles. Babin recovers the 43-yard line. The Jags would take the lead in the Josh Scobie 31-yard field goal. Jets' next drive, still trailing 3-0, 2nd and 9. Sanchez hits Jeremy Curley, and Jeremy Curley coughs it up. It's ex-Jet Dwight Lowry. Returns it for a touchdown. My goodness, are we going to see Tim Tebow? Wait, hang on. Play would be reviewed. All turnovers are reviewed. Watch again. Curley actually makes contact with Dwight Lowry, thus he is down by contact. Good call by the officials right there. Jaguars would eventually punt, but they did lead 3-0 at the half. Boy, Jets, they're in some barn burners lately, aren't they? Third quarter, Jets still trailing 3-0. 1st and 10, their own 43. Sanchez looking for Chaz Schillens. Schillens has it for 10 yards. First down, Jets. 8 plays later. 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 1-yard line. Sean Green, after nearly getting in the play before, powers his way in, his first rushing touchdown in the last 6 games. First Sanchez-led drive resulting in points in the last 18 drives. Jets take a 7-3 lead. Fourth quarter now, Jets leading 10-3. 1st and 10, the Jaguars 32. It's Bilal Powell. It was back and forth between Green and Powell all day, up the middle for 13 yards. First down, Jets. 4 plays later, it's a Bilal Powell drive. And he powers his way into the end zone. The Jets extend their lead to 17-3. Jaguars looking to make this one close. Trailing 17-3, 2nd and 17 at the Jets 32. It's Montel Owens. Look at Montel Owens. Who needs Maurice Jones-Drew? And he accelerates into the end zone. The Jags trail 17-10 with 7 minutes left to go. 3 Jaguars drives later. Yeah, I know that no one could kill the clock in this one. Chad Henne hits Jordan Shipley for 28 yards on 4th and 15. Jags would spike it with 43 seconds left to go. 4 plays later, 4th and 2. Chad Henne hits Kevin Elliott for 7 yards as Ellis Lankster tries to go for the pick. Not exactly what Rex Ryan had in mind there, so it's first down Jaguars. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Chad Henne looking for Kevin Elliott again, except this time Ellis Lankster holds onto the ball. Jets win 17-10. They are now within a game of the playoffs. Who would have thunk it?
After we show you this highlight, and here is why. Let's head to Nashville. There was a moment of silence. The Jets all had decals on their helmets honoring the victims of Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. Chris Johnson wrote the names of all 26 victims lost in the tragedy. An emotional weekend for everybody. Let's go to the second quarter, and Chris Johnson honors those on his shoe with an amazing 94-yard touchdown run.
Johnson. You know what takeoff means? There's a certain point in a touchdown run when you just say, okay, I'm just going to outrun everybody, and I'm going to take off.
Well, he took off, and the Titans lead 7-3.
Yeah, I did that quite a bit.
And here comes Tim Tebow with the Jets down 7-3. First time all season he's been the only quarterback on the field for an entire drive, so let's see what he does. This was on 1st and 10. He gets the first down, 12 yards up to the Jets 43.
Yeah, it deserves the clap. We don't see too many first downs out of it, Chris.
2nd and 9. He's sacked by Zach Brown, so hold the applause for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 11 now. He can't even get the playoff in time. The Jets are called for delay of game. Mark Sanchez saying, what's going on out there?
Shaking his head.
3rd and 16, trying to make something happen. Pass intended for Jeremy Curley is incomplete. The Jets are forced to punt. So on the next possession, Mark Sanchez is back in at quarterback. So here he goes. Let's see what Sanchez does. Intercepted by Jason McCourty.
Darren was licking his chops watching that.
Yeah, I wish I was playing.
Yeah, take another look, and look, he's actually in bounds. There's 2 lines.
Now, who is the groundskeeper?
They're going to resign.
They resided.
That's exactly what it was. That was resided grass.
Titans at the half.
All right, well, in the third quarter, more of the same. Sanchez overshoots his receiver. Jason McCourty turned into his favorite receiver on this night. His twin Devin had a pick last night for the Pats. A frustrated Sanchez.
Keep track. That's number 2.
Joe McKnight stripped by Sinderic Mark. However, Sanchez falls on it for the Jets. This is just a comedy of errors. His team's only got 3 points at this point. And Sanchez does find Jeff Cumberland. What do we got here, Heath?
I don't know.
What is that?
find the ball. Shaw right there gets his back turned to Mark, and then, hey, it's a touchdown for the Jets. We haven't seen too many of those.
They got a 10-7 lead, but here comes Jake Locker to Michael Preston for a gain of 21 as he tries to run into the nearest Jet, as Darren told us while watching the game. 3 plays later, Locker to the rookie, Kendall Wright.
He can do that. Jake Locker can throw on the run. Very accurate on the run.
And we're in the red zone, so now Locker, what's he going to do? He's going to... this is like student body left.
Yeah.
RG3,
so
Cam Newton.
What he's going to do is get a seal here, a seal there,
His second career rushing touchdown, and the Titans retake the lead. On to the fourth. Sanchez looking for the newly acquired old Jet, Braylon Edwards, if that makes sense. However, it's picked by Michael Griffin.
Number 3.
All right, there you go. You're our counter. See, Keith was our strongest math student up here, so that's why he's keeping track. Second career 3-interception game in the last 3 weeks for Sanchez. All right, same score, Jets next possession. What do we do now? Sanchez looking for Braylon Edwards.
Didn't you learn your lesson?
Right guy there.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. There were so few highlights in this, I forgot.
3 plays later, 3rd and 4. Sanchez looking for Marty Gilliard, and however, Will Witherspoon is called for roughing the pass.
This is, you know.
I mean.
Also, Cameron Wembley in there a little. I don't know. All right. Titans' 14th penalty of the game, by the way. Oh, boy. Wow. 2 plays later, Sanchez to Bilal Powell. Look at this. One-on-one effort, or 1-on-2. Sorry, 1-on-3. See, I told you I wasn't good at math.
He handed out 3 Bambis.
Bambis.
3 Bambis.
Explain that to the folks at home.
Bambi, if you ever watch a deer run in the forest, they have the ability to change direction very quickly.
Oh, wait. Hey. That was a little kick. That was a little horse kick.
Little Ndamukong Suh action.
Little suit tape. Now Sanchez looking for Michael Griffin. So how many is that?
4.
That's 4.
That one should count as 2.
Third career 4-interception game. Now, under a minute to go, look at this shank punt by Brett Kern. A total of 19 yards on that. So Rex is like, we still got a chance at the playoffs. All we got to do is get it in the...
No, you don't have a chance.
Are you kidding me?
That's Nick Mangold, the Pro Bowl center with the low snap, and there goes the season.
Chris, this game set football back 100 years.
Yeah.
Really. It probably was better football played back then when they just were learning how to play football.
All right, so that'll do it.
This is horrible.
Jets turn it over 5 times on the night.
Sorry, folks, y'all had to watch that.
They have been eliminated from postseason play. They have a losing record for the first time in the Rex Ryan, Mark Sanchez era.
Chargers and the Jets. Phillip Rivers looking to bounce back after last week's 31-7 loss to the Panthers. Greg McElroy. It's the McElroy era for the New York Jets, not the Mark Sanchez era. How would it go? Let's see. First quarter, Jets opening drive, 3rd and 9. McElroy sacked by Melvin Ingram and Sean Phillips. He loses 9 yards. Mark Sanchez saying, okay, sack. Great. Okay, get what that play was. So, Jets have to punt. Michael Spurlock takes it, cuts to the left. Gets a couple of nice blocks. Robert Malone, the punter, can't get a hand on him. Spurlock takes it all the way into the end zone. 63-yard punt return for a touchdown. Chargers leading 7-3. Tony Sparano saying, okay, we want to go forward and not get sacked. That's something the Jets would have trouble with most of the day. But not here. Jeremy Curley, direct snap on the Wildcat. Look at this. He could be the Jets' best quarterback. He finds Clyde Gates deep right for a 42-yard completion. Jets ball, the Chargers 11. Curley, more yards on that pass than Tim Tebow has had all season long. Yeah, I got to say, because it's the truth. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. McElroy scrambles for 7 yards. Looks like he's in the end zone, but wait. They call it a touchdown, but the referees rule McElroy was down at the half-yard line. Jets would challenge, lose the challenge. Sean Green would eventually punch it in. Jets tie it at 7 apiece. Next Jets possession. 3rd and 7 on the Chargers 23. Greg McElroy looking for Braylon Edwards. But it's tipped away by Quentin Jammer. However, Jammer gets called for pass interference. Jets ball on the 1. That would lead to a Sean Green touchdown as well. Jets up 14-7. This is where the good times end, though, for the New York Jets. Second quarter, Phillip Rivers looking for Denario Alexander. He goes short left for 18 yards to lead to a Chargers field goal. San Diego down 14-10. Third quarter, Chargers ball. Same score. 3rd and 7 on the Jets 37. 8th play of the drive. Phillip Rivers, Denario Alexander. Antonio Cromartie is the old, it's a twister, Annie M. Touchdown Chargers. They lead 17-14. Late in the third quarter, Chargers ball, same score. Phillip Rivers looking for Robert Meacham. Incomplete on 3rd and 17, but the Jets' Darren Walls is called for defensive holding. Rex Ryan does not like the call. Chargers get the first down. Happened a bunch of times today to the Jets where they got off the field on 3rd down only to have a penalty cause them to go back on the field. 2 plays later, Rivers looks for Antonio Gates, and Gates is in the end zone. 34-yard touchdown. Chargers lead 24-14. Gates' 82nd touchdown, passing Lance Allworth for most touchdowns in Chargers history. Bambi now second on that list. Ensuing Jets possession, Greg McElroy looking for Clyde Gates instead. Picked off by Corey Lynch. Here comes Braylon Edwards to make his biggest play as a Jet yet. Stops the pick six. Would lead to a Nick Novak field goal. Chargers up 27-14. They win it 27-17. Greg McElroy, 185 and a pick in defeat. Jets and the Bills. How many of these guys will still be with the Jets on Monday? Let's see. Well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe for a little while longer. Okay. Second Jets possession, leading 3-0. 3rd and 5 from their own 15. Mark Sanchez finds Brian Scott, who was wide open, and returns it 20 yards for a touchdown. The Bills lead 7-3. Bills D coming through. Watch it again. Sanchez underthrows Jeremy Curley. Scott takes it the other way for a touchdown. Buffalo's defense, opportunistic. Second quarter, same score. Next Jets possession. Tim Tebow is in. Here you go. Could be your last Tim Tebow play as a Jet. What does he do? The handoff to Joe McKnight. Up the middle for a 2-yard gain on 1st and goal. Jets will settle for a 22-yard or 23-yard Nick Folk field goal. And there it is. Tim Tebow's only play of the game. 3rd and 10 now for the Bills' second quarter. Near halftime, C.J. Spiller gets the dump-off pass, and he goes untouched, 66 yards for the touchdown. Bills are up 14-9. Don't see that happen very often where a running back takes a screen pass and goes untouched all the way, but Spiller putting a cap on a monster season with a big performance on Sunday. Third quarter opening Bills possession, 1st and 10 from their own 27. It's C.J. Spiller up the middle. Gets hit by Mike DeVito. This the one dark spot on the day for C.J. Spiller. Jeremiah Bell picks it up at the 25-yard line. Jets ball. Could do some damage here. Watch it again. Spiller just runs into a wall. Then DeVito comes in from the side, strips it. Jets recover. 4 plays later, Jets lining up for a 30-yard field goal. Nick Folk, again, their most important player of the day. This could make it 14-12. Instead, Marcel Darius blocks it. It is no good. The Jets' ineptitude continues. The second kick that was actually blocked on the day by Buffalo, but one actually by Nick Folk went over the crossbar for an earlier field goal. 2 Jets drives later, Sanchez back to pass. Sacked by Spencer Johnson. Fumbles recovered by Nigel Bradham. Take a look again. Johnson gets in there just as Sanchez is going to try to throw the ball deep. His 16th lost fumble since 2011. Rex Ryan says, yeah, well, that's kind of how it's gone for us. All right, then. Bills can't do anything with it, though, so they punt. Fourth quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Same score, 14-9. Fitzpatrick looking deep for Stevie Johnson down the right sideline. And he's got it. 37-yard grab. Tack on a roughing the passer penalty on Muhammad Wilkerson. Bills take over on the Jets' 28. Johnson over 1,000 yards for a season. 6 plays later, it's ex-Jet Brad Smith, and he is in the end zone in the Wildcat 4-yard touchdown. That puts the Bills up 21-9. Chan Gailey coaching what could be his last game for the Bills. Feeling pretty good about going out on a winning note in this one. 2 Jets possessions later, 4th and 1 from their own 48, last chance. Bilal Powell stuffed up the middle. That is the game and the season in a nutshell for the Jets and Mark Sanchez, though Sanchez's last play as a Jet this season was a completed pass. So he heads into 2013 an upswing. Bills win 28-9.